Hey everybody, Foxy Games here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, full story playthrough. In the last episode, we traversed the ancient city of, the weeping city of Mhach, that's the word, and, found out that Diabolos is still plotting some things. So, we are going to scour the skies and the earth until we find him. Foxy! XIV just sent me out to find you. You have a proper knack for showing up at just the right time, you know that? Anyway, XIV cracked open that tome we got from, what we got from Radlia, and has been studying all the Nullstone secrets. He thinks he may be onto something important, not just concerning Diabolos and the Shadow Queen, but also the cat himself. Come on back to the Parrock and we can hear all what he has to say together. Good to be back in the sky. Man, if I were a Dragoon, I'd probably be happier up in the sky, seeing as I love to jump. I'm a paladin. I'm heavy. Everybody's still hanging out in here. XIV has had the darkest look on his face. Uh-oh. He didn't find out anything good, apparently. Thanks for coming. Now let's ask XIV what this is all about. Ugh, thank the winds you're here at last. The furball refused to share until you'd arrived. Well, I hope I didn't keep anyone waiting. As I suspected, this tome was penned by a Mhach sorcerer of superior standing, as well as detailing the methods by which the full power of the Nullstone might be unleashed. Its pages also contained a number of revelations concerning my master, High Void Mage Cessair. If these histories are to be trusted, then it seems that Cessair herself was responsible for summoning Diabolos. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why would she be the one to call up that bat-winged monster? Cessair only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflict to an early resolution. From what I can glean from these passages, Diabolos was intended as a bluff, a threat that was never to be exercised. But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's carefully laid restrictions and elected to unleash the fiend upon Amdapor. It was when Cessair moved to protest this act that she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. And that's how we found him in Amdapor. Remember that? Once they had contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts at the taloned feet of their new pet. The most dangerous of which was the rite for summoning Skathak, and the method for chaining her power. Yet even after all they had perpetrated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Cessair when the coming of the Great Floods was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark for the salvation of the Mhach people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into a derelict nest of void scent. It seems obvious now that the arts taught by Diabolos were deliberately flawed. The only saving grace in all this madness was that when the damnable fiend was sealed away by the White Mages of Amdapor. I shudder to think what would have happened had he been reunited with his queen. So now, 1500 years later, Diabolos is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bat-faced bastard was just some opportunistic underling, but it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Were Cessair alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diabolos upon the world. As the High Void Mage's familiar, it is my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secrets of the Nullstone, and with its undiluted power shall I erase Diabolos from existence. Heh, I like your spirit, puss, but try not to rush in too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us, or your master, any good. Wait! No one's rushing in anywhere just yet. Or have you forgotten that we're still in the middle of scouting out the fiend's lair? We've got the compass to go by, aye, but who knows what kind of place it'll lead us to or how many demons will be lying in wait when we get there. We fly in with our eyes open or risk getting slaughtered like the Talons. Oh, yes. Speaking of which, the tome made mention of a potential location for... Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Leofard! Ouch. Behind! He's behind you! Yeah, curse you, fiend! Uh-oh. At last. At long last. This is far from over, demon. We'll not allow an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. Then thou knowest naught of ruling. It is might which decideth dominion. But believe what thou mayest, frail creature. You are playthings. Your screams of denial shall amuse me, as I send this rock and all upon it to shatter upon the ground below. He's gonna sink this fucking island. God, is that Radlia? Where's she been hiding that ship? Yeah, it's huge. Where could you possibly hide it? And again, the skies are wide. I would not tire my arm with the swatting of so many flies. The Nullstone is mine, and there is yet much to be done. Well, that could have gone worse, but it sure could have gone better. How are there still so many Talons? I thought they were massacred at Mhach. I ain't a healer, but I'd say you've broken your arm, a couple of ribs, and bruised half your innards. We need to get you some splints and bandages. The loss of the Nullstone is on my head, and I shall see that we win it back. Oh, hi, Radlia. Would you look at that sorry excuse for a sky pirate? I knew Red Bill and his ragtag crew couldn't be trusted with saving the skies. Consider our debt to you repaid. Well, I see you've gotten your gall back. Well, ain't I a lucky sod? 2 demons in one day. Found some new dogs to lick your boots, Radlia. Is that any way of welcoming me back to the life? You needed allies, and persuading our reluctant fellows to join in common purpose is a feat only a woman of my charming beauty could accomplish. And besides, you look too injured to be of much use to anyone. You'd best take to your bed, old man, and let me and your champion there take care of the void scent. What, so you can tuck tail and run again at the first sign of trouble? You'd not even be standing there if it weren't for me, and even with my arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stay behind this time, Leofard. We must pursue Diabolos without you. Time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of Captain Radley's reinforcements and proceed with all haste. Did the demon drop you on your head, Furball? Without me there to run things, you'll just end up getting in Foxy's way. And no one's making haste anywhere until we know what we're flying into. Again, Captain Radley may hold the answer to that dilemma. I suspect that the island where she uncovered the Mhach tome is the very location where Diabolos is chosen to lair. This floating marvel I speak of is not a natural occurrence. It was constructed as a haven for refugees of the floods. The tome makes very clear reference to the island's purpose and describes in detail the void-sent sorcery employed in its creation. As the Void Ark never arrived at its destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I can imagine no more subtle hideaway for our scheming fiend. Even better, Diabolos will not expect us to suddenly arrive on his secluded doorstep. The Talon fleet will carve us a path through the lesser fiends, and we shall strike swiftly into the heart of the confusion to seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, I will use its power to obliterate our devilish foe. As a sky pirate, surely you understand how such an assault relies on speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded companion slow us down, and potentially doom the entire enterprise. So you think you're in charge now, do you, Puss? Poor broken Leofard's just some dead weight you need to cut away. You know what? I've had a belly full of your mule in any case. Go on, fly off without me, and see how far you get with your thrice-damned enterprise. Captain Radley, compare the direction indicated by the ectocompass with your navigational records, if you please. I think we'll find the coordinates coincide with the island in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship when you're set to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventurer and her fellows with room to spare. I understand Leofard's feelings. Now that he's injured, he feels used up and thrown away. Even if it does make sense for him to stay behind. He's a man of action. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on the captain while everyone is off on this grand adventure. Without him. Are you certain you don't need me to go with you? Oh, jeez. This adventure's all yours, Foxy. I'll be cheering for you from my sickbed like a good little pirate. Promise. Yeah, somehow I don't think so. Kateseth was only talking common sense. The captain took it hard, but I think he knows it too. We're doing the right thing leaving him behind, ain't we? We are. This is the way it must be. Considering our need for haste and the extent of Leofard's injuries, my conclusion was merely logical. Captain Redbill's primary concern should be securing the freedom of the skies, not limping into almost certain death at the hands of the Void Scent, no matter how much he chafes at being excluded from the voyage. I acquired our splendid flagship after the Asgardians saw fit to abandon her. I heard she was an attempt to match the airborne agility of their dragon enemies, but the vessel never did live up to expectations. When she passed to me, we replaced all their improvements with structural reinforcements and made ourselves a flying fortress. Our stately lass will not soon be knocked from the sky. Lovely, because we're gonna need a beastly airship to get through all those void scent. To Dun Scaith, for great justice. god, I nearly just had a stroke on the keyboard. That took forever. Yeah, I sure hope I remember everything from the guide video. Anyway, here comes the first boss already. His name is Deathgaze Hollow. And he's done us a big favor in knocking off the banister. Just means we all get to die a bit quicker. Owie. Oh yeah, run out of that. Quickly. Oh, a whole bunch of people just died. Yep. I should be safe. Yeah. Oh god, when did I become the main tank for this? Oh well. Alright. When he casts that tornado, make it so that you are pushed long ways. Because if you are pushed short ways, you fall, and you die. Alright, Void Blizzard. Here comes a tricky part. When those casts go off, he's going to put these here, these icicles, but then he's going to try and blow us off the other way. So you use the icicles, like that guy, but you use the icicles to keep yourself from falling. This fight's actually not that bad. Alright. Now, you want to go this way, not on the side of the boss, because now in addition to pushing us, he's going to blast the edge. Also, don't stand in that. At least not when it's glowing, because then he'll kill you instantly, as a matter of fact. Otherwise, it's safe to stand in. This is starting to hurt. Also, this music is fucking good. I didn't know what I was missing, having not done this on my main. Okay, get out of that. Those panels, by the way, are going to... oh shit. Are going to grow as the fight goes on, or they're going to spread to other parts of the ship. Oh, those people are dead. Here comes Void Blizzard. Okay, now we only have one. What if this is obnoxious? Oh well. Oh, so many people just died. Oh god. Oh no. Did you see that? That was bad. Someplace where this is not obnoxious, please. Yeah, that'll do. Void Arrow 3. Which side is he going to? He's going to that side, so we go over here. Okay, now get the hell off of those tiles. Oh, and he is gone. Oh, goodbye. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, and the music changed. Well, hey. Only half the group died. Belts are completely useless. I don't know if it was a belt. It looked like one. I mean, rings are kind of like belts for your fingers, right? Foxy Games 2021. Man, this place is beautiful. Let's take out these void crystals. I'm in Alliance B, but I guess it doesn't matter which one I take. Oh, they're going to summon Void Spawn, Void Scent, whatever they're called. If we don't kill them. That one is not dead yet. Oh, now it is. Just in time, too. Holy shit. I feel like I tanked that boss quite well. Oh, good. Now there's more void crystals. Don't look. Well, too late for this one. Oh god, look at all that. Oh god, that person stood in front and they nearly got insta-killed. In what universe is it safe to stand in front of a dragon for the DPS? You should all know this. You should all know it. Dude, I had no idea how pretty the music was going to be here. Boss number 2. Remember Ferdiad? Yeah, he's gotten a bit of an upgrade since we last saw him. Now he looks like a proper Harlequin. Oh shit, we're starting. Come here, you. Well, I sure hope that's a tank he's on. Oh god, I barely remember the fucking guide. Oh, I remember this. Okay. He's going to suck a blue orb into that Atamos over there, which means you're going to stay away from the other Atamos, because it basically acts as a portal. Oh shit, I was still too close. Oh wait, no I wasn't. I'm fine. Oh, never mind. I have a Vuln stack, I'm totally not fine. So you want to get way far away. Jungler's Cross. Oh god. That's what that is. That's the Tank Buster, apparently. I swear to god I watched a video. Alright. Blue Atamos is taking Donut AoE, so you're gonna want to get underneath the other blue one. Very good. Debilitator. Okay, fire resistance down. We want to turn all of these blue. Okay, one person, please. One fucking person, thank you. There, minimize the damage. Okay. You do not want to be in front of those. And these things need to die. I probably should be over helping everybody else with the others, come to think of it, but they're coming this way. Also, don't look at him, because he's going to cast Petrifaction. And don't get hit by that. Ow. God damn it. Oh yeah, he's charging his ultimate, by the way. Everybody get in for shields and heals. Well, I'm fine. Okay, the blue Atamos is taking the donut, so that's where we want to go. Oh yes, Blackfire is a large growing AoE. Stand in a spot that will be safe. Like here. Ow, I'm standing in this stupid scythe though. Somebody dropped it in a really bad spot. Oh wait, was that me? I didn't even realize it if it was. Cover. Did it not work? It didn't. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm a bad tank. Okay, resistance to fire plummets. So we need to once again. Oh, we did not stack. I didn't stack. I'm a bad tank. What can I say? And he's gonna get one more flame flow cast off before he goes down. There shall be no encore. Damn right there won't. Oh look, shoes I can't use. Ooh, look at this place now. Shit straight out of Alice in Wonderland or something. If Alice in Wonderland were somehow more cracked out. What the hell are you? Proto-Ultima. This wasn't in the guide. Initializing Armageddon sequence. Well, isn't this a throwback? Including this music. Which is fucking great. Dear Chemical Flare. Oh, okay. Get in the middle. And then get away. Oh, but don't get there. Oh god, wow. Okay. We're just basically playing DDR with this thing. Which is funny because that's what people affectionately refer to, the, what's it called? The final boss fight with Ultima Weapon. God, you never get to hear this music go on this long. Reactor cells hypercharging. Uh-oh. Supernova. I guess now we have to kill it. Well, that was an awesome limit break. Yeah, that wasn't in the guide. I mean, I guess it wasn't much of a boss, but it was cool. Well, look who it is. It's the Queen herself. You know, she's pretty. She might be a deadly void spawn, void whatever, but God, she's pretty. All I'm saying is we could probably make peace. You know, talk things out, maybe over dinner. Anyway, this boss is tricky because, like many bosses in the future, she only telegraphs her attacks. Very rarely will you see any orange markers until it's just about too late. Alright, keep an eye on her wings. Because depending on their direction, she will hit them on the ground. Stay away when she leaps. Like all those people did not. Okay, when that happens, do not move. Alright, move to the other end. Alright, I'm gonna grab that. It needs to die. Very quickly. If it does not die, it will wipe the raid. Very good. Oh shit. I was not paying attention. I'm lucky I dodged that. Okay, be careful. Just pay attention to where her wings are pointed. Good. Get out of the way, she's going to charge. Well, sort of. Oh, she made me waste that. Bitch. Alright. These jesters all need to die. Alright. Meteors. Come here, you. God, I can't with this music. It's so good. And I don't think I'd ever heard it before this raid. Here comes her ultimate. Alright, this time pay attention to the ground. There we go. You know, I'm sure this was extremely difficult when it was present content. She's just going to keep spamming that until she's dead now. Stacky, stacky. Oh yes, there's a bunch of meteors on the outside and on the end. So you need to make sure you spread properly. Get out of the way. but she's about to go down. Queen's dead. And thus the Shadow Queen doth fall. I command your victory. Yes, such skill and strength are deserving a more fitting stage. Come, mortals, the true master of shadows awaiteth you. What a beautiful boss arena, wow. Diabolos himself comes to face us at last. Let's put this overgrown bat in the ground. Look away when Nightmare's about to cast. These Death Gates really need to die. Nightmare is about to cast. And a bunch of people got hit by it, which is not ideal. Ruinous Omen is about to cast. You remember that ability, right? Well, I barely do. I try not to remember that dungeon, to be honest. Stack! Alright, we've pissed him off enough. This life gate needs to be destroyed. Keep an eye out for any other death gates that pop up. We've taken control of the portal. Oh right, we have to kill it 4 times. I've been sitting here doing nothing. Whoops. I'm a bad tank, what can I say? This is just such an epic battle, I love it. Comes again. Any more death gates popping up? No? Once more with feeling. There we go. He's shaken. And he just popped the queen with the null rod. Behold, Diabolos Hollow. Diablo's ultimate form. having consumed his queen. He gains her abilities. Huh. For some reason. I can't cast cover on the other tank. I'm not sure why. Okay, this is an interesting one. You have to wow. Idiots. That's all I could say to that. Half the party is fucking dead. Because they pulled that shit through the party. Anyway, block the meteors. Oh, there's only one person in the middle. He just got fucked. Alright. Death gates, diabolic gates. Needless to say, they all need to die. Oh, I was a second too late. Oh yes, and there are people inside that gate killing a dragon. Alright, this one. You need to stack, but also look away, because it gains the power of Nightmare. Alright, we gotta pop these. Okay, never mind. Alright. We're entering the final stage of the boss. He is now going to empower himself, but also cast damage over time on himself. He's basically stretching the limits of his power at this point. Just took a ton of damage, but Diabolos himself is now hurting. Don't run away. Why would you run away? Oh, I gotta get away from everybody. There was no way. There wasn't an opening, and nobody got out of the way. Ah, but it doesn't matter. For we have finally rid the world of Diabolos. And that's done scathe. Our lovely healer, of course, gets my command, as always. I don't need any of that, so I'm out of here. And let's see how this story comes to an end. Do not relax your guard yet, Foxy. The air is still heavy with his foul presence. Already taken care of the fiend, have you? And you didn't even need that dusty old relic to do it. Be careful, Captain. Diabolos yet lurks in the shadows. Oh no. Finally have I claimed the Shadow Queen's power for mine own, yet still I am harried by you noisome weevils. I must needs quit this realm for a time, and when I have grown accustomed to my newfound might, there shall be a reckoning for your insolence. This ain't the time for napping, Furball. You still got a job to do. Because of course he'd come back. Ouch. My work here is unfinished. In Cesare's name I unmake thee, Diabolos. My master's will be done. For 15 centuries have I yearned for this power. Thou canst not unmake me. No. No! Oh, his poor airship. I should have known we were wasting our breath. The captain only heeds the siren in his heart, and damn the consequences. I told you you'd be lost without me, didn't I? And look at you, Puss, getting knocked out cold in your moment of glory. You weren't like to get another chance to honor your master's memory, and you almost missed it. But I suppose you pulled through at the last. Aye, I'll give you that much. Well, we're back. A little worse for wear, but victorious all the same. How vexing to once again be rescued by Red Bill. He'd better recover from those injuries so he can get back to hating each other on equal footing. The plan was a resounding success, though it did require some intervention on Leofard's part. I am afraid I misjudged his commitment to our cause. Well, I think he'll live, which is surprising considering he crashed his ship into a bloody demon. Damn fool. Damned fool who saved our asses. Spare me your concern and your lectures. You all knew I wasn't like to stay abed with such a grand adventure in the making. And I'd rather break every bone in me body than be stripped of the freedom to go where I please. Besides, all's well that ends well, eh? Diabolos is dead, and we're all alive. That counts as a victory in my book. It's just a pity that it cost me the Raimi in the doing of it. I hope she rests easy on that island refuge. She will. She will. Ah, me goggles are a mess, but I can always get me a new pair of goggles, and a new airship. I suppose we should be glad we didn't lose aught else after diving headlong into a void-sent nest. Now that we've taken the skies back, it's time we were taking our leave. The Talons and the Redbills can kiss this brief alliance farewell, unless, of course, you're interested in a more permanent arrangement. Your bootlickers might think your voice is Siren's song, but it grates on me ears like a harpy's screech. No, this is the first and last time we fly together. We're back to being rivals, the way it's always been. You're a very stubborn man, Redbill, but you do well to remember, I always get what I want in the end. Head back to me quarters and see to the furballs hurts. I'll be along in a bit. I feel so foolish, Foxy. I demanded that Leofard remain behind, only to have him rescue my mission from certain failure. A failure that would have made mock of your heroic efforts as well. You're too kind. Ah, what words to exist that can properly express my contrition. I know not how to even begin making my apologies. I should like to approach the captain, but he has the air of a man who seeks solitude. 'Tis strange to see him so melancholy. Could it be that the loss of the Raimi which troubles him so? Nay, I shan't intrude upon his contemplation with clumsy questions and trite platitudes. Let us leave him be for the moment. Place is positively empty. The captain is not his usual bombastic self. Mayhap Stacia can enlighten us as to the source of this uncharacteristic malaise. Mistress Stacia, if I might ask you a question, do you know the cause of the captain's melancholy? Is it because of the Raimi? Pray tell me if it is so. I cannot help but feel responsible for the vessel's destruction, and I would better understand Leofard's present distress. If you really want to understand, I suppose I should start with how the captain was orphaned as a child. As matters turned out, he was taken in by a high-born widow who raised him as her son. From what Leofard has told me, his adoptive mother was a kind, quiet-spoken woman, but due to some illness or other, she was rarely able to venture outside. Instead, she spent hours reading to her boy from a library, well stocked with books from faraway lands. Leofard cared for her as her malady grew worse by the day, and he was there by her side when death finally carried her away to Thal's halls. While she was alive, she never did ask much of him. Not long before she passed on, however, she wrung from him one single promise, that he escape the conformity she had always endured and live his life free as a bird. As you've likely guessed, her name was Raimi. That's her portrait there hanging on the wall. Ah, this explains much. I had wondered as to the origin of the vessel's naming. The Sky Pirate Way is the life Leofard chose for himself, but I like to think he named his ship the Raimi so that his mother would be there to watch over all of his adventures. Since when were you so loose-lipped about a comrade's private past, Stacia? I ain't in the habit of leaning on people's sympathies, so you can all keep that tidbit to yourselves, eh? And I thought I told you to see the furball's wounds. Look at your cape, puss. It's in tatters. Come here a moment. A scarf? For me? Aye, it's a little present we give to every new Red Bill. Raimi's taught me that it's not protected memories that's important. It's having the strength to follow your path and make those memories in the first place. Seeing how determined you were to clean your master's slate, I'd say you'd fit right in with our crew. Listen, if you're thinking that the little airship meant a lot to me, then you'd be right. But I'd rather mourn a hunk of metal than lose them, as can share in me highs and lows. So let's get this straight, puss. There's no need for apologies. A sky pirate makes his choice and he sticks by it. The life of a sky pirate, As I seem to be bereft of both place and purpose now, I suppose I shall accept your offer. I am yours to command, Captain. Glad to hear it. Your first duty is to join us in giving our adventure here a proper send-off. Well, it's about bloody time you two saw eye to eye. But honestly, Captain, you don't mean to head out in those rags, do you? Let's get you cleaned up as well before we say our fond farewells. He is a bit banged up. Just about everybody's here. Did you see? Kate Sith is wearing a Red Bill scarf. Isn't that just wonderful? It's alright, I guess. For 15 centuries did I wander in the dark, alone. To be so surrounded by companions and given a new hearth to call home fills me with a warmth I had almost forgotten was possible. That's a long time to just be wandering in the dark. We have a spare airship the captain can use from now until he feels ready to build a new one. Very good. It's time we parted ways, Foxy. Let's give you an escort down to Coldwind. That was some adventure, Foxy, but our journey into the unknown is over. For the now. When the skies spit out some new mystery, you can bet that I'm coming to find you. After all, there ain't nobody else who handles the unexpected quite like you do. High adventure and the heady rush of danger. Surely in this life there's no greater reward.